Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news. When it is trending enough to be brought here, please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who's also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our beautiful country. Now, guys, I know many of us know by now that the former president of Zambia, EDGAR Lungu, is going to be laid to rest in South Africa. And many South Africans have a lot of questions. I'm one of them. Like, why are we doing this? I wanted to find out because it was quite interesting, like a scene out of a movie. This is not just a politician of Zambia, just some leader of one political party. This is the former president. Do you get? We will have in South Africa a former president of Zambia being buried in South Africa because of the commotion that is happening against him and his family in Zambia. Like, you need to ask yourself questions. Why are we here? And I asked myself these questions, and I went in just to try and get some information. Why are we here? Something that I found out from there was quite interesting. Then it gave the question, in Africa, will we ever rid ourselves of corrupt leaders if the allegations that I saw there are true? Because the allegations are, there are certain corruption charges that were laid against his family. Some have been arrested because of corruption. Now, I don't know if the allegations are true. I need to know from the comment section from the people that know what is actually happening. Because if the allegations are true, that means we will never be rid of corrupt leaders in Africa, and Africa will remain stagnant. Africa will remain poor because of such things, because it means the corrupt political leaders protect one another, or maybe in general the politicians just have a tendency of protecting one another regardless of the consequences. So I am going to read that to you because now I'm asking myself, is South Africa the hub of corruption, or maybe the hub of protecting the corrupt leaders? I do give us credit though, because many of our own political leaders, though we have some going outside to seek medical help on whatnot, but this former president came to South Africa to seek medical help, right? Which means we are capable. We just need to improve. You know what I've been saying these days is that everything is working in South Africa except for the government, because even that GNU, there's a lot of questions that I have with the GNU that I so love. Yeah, guys, so please do stay with me. I'm going to read the information that I got, so please do share your views in the comment section, as I'm looking forward to reading those. And if time allows me, I'm going to respond, but if it doesn't, I'm going to react to show that I appreciate your participation in my channel. So, okay, guys, let us read. So I am going to read an article on ENCA website. On this news, Lusaka, the family of Zambia's late President EDGAR Lungu, announced on Friday that he will be buried in South Africa after a row with the Zambian government over its plans for a state funeral. Lungu's family on Wednesday stopped his body from being repatriated from South Africa, where he died in hospital on June 5 after it emerged that the president Hakainde Hichilema planned to receive it upon arrival against the late leader's wishes. You see, it shows that there is a lot of bad blood there. In response, Hichilema cut short an extended period of national mourning for Lungu, whom he replaced in 2021 after winning the elections. Lungu's funeral and burial will take place here in South Africa in accordance with the family's wishes for a private ceremony, spokesman Makebi Zulu said in a statement. The Lungu family continues to seek peace and unity amongst fellow Zambians during this time. His statement said, thanking the South African government for its non-interference and respect of the rights of family. The cause of the former president's death at the age of 68 was not announced, but he had been receiving specialized treatment in a clinic in Pretoria. His Patriotic Front party said he was elected to lead the copper-rich Southern African country in 2015. They stay too long in these things, but lost election 6 years later to Hichilema from the United Party for National Development. Since then, his wife and children have been charged with corruption and possession of suspected proceeds of crime in what the family has claimed to be part of a political vendetta. Now, this is the interesting part for me: the arrest, the corruption by the family, what the allegations. So, these allegations, we have seen in South Africa that at the end of the day, these allegations turn out to be true, but they get covered up because politicians protect one another. You see no real accountability, which leaves a very bad taste in my tongue. Why are we burying the former president of Zambia in South Africa? So it's not because I'm saying the allegations are true against the family, those allegations. It's because of the experience that we have been seeing. We have been experiencing in South Africa, because we know how these things go. But let us continue reading. Lungu's daughter, Dasila Lungu, was arrested in February on money laundering charges. We have seen this movie playing in South Africa, so there is no surprise here. There is no surprise. I'm not saying they did it, but I'm saying that such allegations against the families of state leaders in Africa, especially in South Africa. I'm going to talk about my country because I know even other countries are experiencing the same, which brings us to a bigger topic: that will we ever rid ourselves as a continent of corrupt leaders when they protect one another? So this is my take on this. I just feel like they are protecting one another. I might be wrong. All right. She was previously detained alongside her mother and sister on fraud charges in 2024. Her brother Dalitso is also facing corruption charges. An initial 7 days of mourning for Lungu was extended by another 9 days to end on June 23, the day after the government had scheduled a state funeral for. But Hichilema ended the period of mourning 4 days earlier on Thursday in reaction to family's refusal to allow the body to return. So according to me, I think we've reached the end of the article. According to me, if the allegations are true that they are corrupt, they need to be arrested, the brother is due to be arrested, some family members being arrested, and for me, they would be running away from such. Number two, if this is a political persecution, they are also trying to avoid being persecuted or some of their family members being arrested during their own father's funeral, their father who has been the president of that country. It could be the greatest humiliation and torture during a period of mourning. So there are so many things that just don't sit well with me with this, but it could only be my suspicions. But because knowing our own country, to understand that I'm not really blaming the Zambian government because I don't know what is happening there. I'm not blaming the Zambian people because I don't know what is happening there. But now when it comes to our shows, we have a right to question things that we see because of the experiences that we see within our own countries, that corrupt politicians protect one another and they act like there will be accountability. At the end of the day, they are being handled with soft gloves, no accountability, and we suffer as the ordinary people on the ground. Anyway, guys, whatever your views are, kindly share your comments in the comment section. I'm looking forward to reading those. And if you watched up to here, I'd like to say enkosi kakhulu for watching my videos. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Do have yourself a gorgeous day.